Madden football is the home of the Super Bowl. Goes in the Dallas Cowboys. And it's coming up next.
And off we go from Las Vegas. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of this Super Bowl will begin at the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback at 6'2" out of Auburn. It's Jarrett Stidham.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played. And his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
Stidham sets to throw on first. And he will go down. Cowboys sack. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick second and long. A first carry now. This is Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
That is caught. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Now a give up the middle to Williams. Bust through the tackle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. Here's Stidham. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Broncos are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. So this drive spans 7 plays. And Cortland Sutton able to finish things off with the touchdown reception. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This taken in at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we're looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack. And
oh, no. His first throw of his Super Bowl is intercepted. Picked off by Quan Williams. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30.
A lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
2nd and 7. To throw is Stidham. Finding Williams on the check down. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. On 4th down, it's Riley Dixon on now to kick it away for Denver. Kevontae Turpin deep for the Cowboys. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. 2nd drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
He brings an added dimension to their offense with his ability to read defenses and know when he's able to pull it down and take off and go.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun to give to Pollard. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas after this. 7-0 is our score. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we are back. Biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, and both teams ready for the start of the 2nd quarter. 1st down, Prescott sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. Touchdown, Cowboys! Michael Gallup, 51 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this Super Bowl at 7. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And coming out now, the Broncos. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's going to have a Broncos 1st down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. Now it's Stidham. Can't get away, and he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball.
Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And he'll hit the deck, but he did not get there. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Dallas offense set for this next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Here's Pollard again. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. This now a 3rd and 4. Pollard will take it up the gut. And he's taken down, but not before he gets to the Broncos' 13. 68 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. Facing short yardage on 3rd down, but he was able to pick up a very sizable gain.
He certainly was, and I think that maybe they were fooled a little bit because you and I both know this is a passing league, and that's not normally a running down, and they fooled him with it. Safety had to make the play. Otherwise, he's still running, and the next thing, he runs right into the goalpost.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. 14-yard line, 2nd and 11. Here's Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And Denver getting set to take the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And
now Stidham on 2nd down. He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Here's Stidham to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They go play action with Stidham. And the pressure gets to him again. DeMarcus Lawrence. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? So it's the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Second half begins with a run by Pollard. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Prescott now on second down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Looking downfield for Pollard. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
That was a good explosive run right there, and it brings up an interesting little dilemma, doesn't it? 4th and inches, got to decide what they want to do now. Not sure they expected to be in this situation with what they were facing on 3rd down.
Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Here's Prescott. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Quan Williams. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. Saw the linebacker Damone Clark coming through with a stop.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now it's Stidham. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense. What's up, man?
This is one of the dangers of going for the punt block.
And you know before you even call going for the block, it's a risk-reward play. So many factors come into it. They went after it, and you know punters, what they do? They leave their leg up in the air, an extra count or two, hoping someone comes into contact.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Again, it's Williams. 60 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 34-yard line. Up the middle, it's Williams. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. They need to get this to the 24 on third down. Stidham. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time.
And we're back in the Super Bowl. Time to decide who gets to hoist that Lombardi trophy as we begin the 4th and final quarter of action. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A one-score game, 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with a potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Pollard going to try the right side. Fights loose. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hands, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Denver's offense now set to go. And this could become a career-defining drive for some. Down 3, 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is where the legends are made in the National Football League as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. They try the left side here with Williams. Loose inside the 30. Javonte Williams. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 79 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. They run it again with Williams. Oh, some strong running. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. first carry for Samaje Perine. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 11
back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager.
It got his man complete. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Tim Patrick, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Broncos have regained the lead in the second half of this Super Bowl. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points, and they need them badly. Trailing here in the fourth quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Prescott now steps away. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. Here comes 2nd down. On play action, Prescott. Oh, and that's going to sabotage by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos have just about sewn up this football game. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers. Anyone who's going to lay down a block, don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good.
Stidham hit, and he lost it. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded just inside the 20. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So Dak and the Cowboys down 14-10. Exactly 1 minute remaining. A touchdown could win the Super Bowl as they've got a 1st down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Now Prescott. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Rolling to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And that's the downside of taking these big shots because they're definitely lower percentage plays. And now you look up, and it's 4th down. So not only do you have to worry about getting big yardage, you also need to just keep the game alive.
He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may write a finish to this Super Bowl. The win for the Broncos seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. That is likely the final play of this game, and no better feeling, I would imagine, than taking a knee to wrap up the Super Bowl.
Culminates everything. The championship is theirs. And just think, the last play they had in practice before this game began was doing this. Practicing taking a knee and winning.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs. And it's coming up.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Kansas City. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
Throwing is Hurts. And they're going to get him down well short of the first, as he can only get this to the 30. A gain of 4, not enough, and it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. Waiting on it will be Richie James. Taken in at the 22. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package, and boy, his team loves to play around him.
That ball caught. It's Rice. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Out to his left. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Going up top. And this is caught inside the 5. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 49 yards. And the Chiefs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone.
So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Hurts sets up to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3 and out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping.
Ow. What do you think?
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
They run out of the gun with Swift. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 8. Hurts.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Partner, when you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team.